Come experience a whole new world of education.
Say in this question, it's given that we have three resistances of 9 ohms each. So each resistance is of 9 ohms. Now we have to find out how to connect these three resistances to get a resistance of 13.5 ohms, that is the A part, and 6 ohms, which is the B part. So let's take first the A part. See, to solve this question, you have to use your intelligence a bit. You have to use your brain. How? Like this. First you think three resistances. If you connect all of them in series, so 9, 9, 9. So equivalent resistance will be 9 plus 9 plus 9, which will be 27 ohms. So we don't need this. So this is not the correct answer. Right? Now you think, if you connect all the resistances in parallel, what will be the equivalent resistance? So 9, 9, 9 in parallel, this will be 1 by 9 plus 1 by 9 plus 1 by 9, which will be the equivalent resistance. So here 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3, so this is 1 by 3, so this R will come out to be 3 ohms. So quickly you have to do this and realize that this is not correct and this is not correct, because we have to find 13.5 and 6 ohms. Right? So this will take you less than a minute. Quickly you do this. So once you realize that these two options are wrong, so we have to think about other way of connecting these three resistances. Now how you can connect these three resistances in a separate way? So what you can do is think like, if I connect two in parallel and a third in series with that, what will be the equivalent resistance? Or you can think, if I connect two in series and a third in parallel, what will be the equivalent resistance? So see, this is 9, 9, 9. Okay, 9 ohms, 9 ohms, 9 ohms. So the equivalent resistance of these two, this will be 1 by R1 is 1 by 9 plus 1 by 9. So that is 2 by 9. This is 1 by 4.5. So R1 will be 4.5 ohms. Right? Now you see, if the equivalent of these two resistances is 4.5 ohms, what we can do is, we can draw one resistance in place of two. So this will be 4.5 ohms, and this is already there, which is of 9 ohms. Now think about the total resistance of these two. So they are in series. So their total resistance will be this plus this, which will be 13.5. So this is for our part A. Right? So that means for A part, our correct combination is this. Two resistances in parallel, and this combination is in series with the third resistance. So in the exam, you draw this and do the calculations like this. So that is the answer. Okay? Now let's think about the B part. See, as I have said before, the other way of combining the resistances is two resistances in series. So this is 9 ohms, this is 9 ohms, and the third resistance is in parallel with these two. Right? Now think about what will be the equivalent resistance from here to here. So these two are in series. Right? So series means this is 9 ohms, this is 9 ohms, so 9 plus 9, this will be 18 ohms. Right? Very simple. Now see, instead of these two, we can draw one resistance which is of 18 ohms, and this combination is in parallel with this, so we draw one resistance here which is 9 ohms. So now these two are in parallel. So that means the equivalent resistance of these two will be 1 by R. If I call it R2, say 1 by R2 is 1 by 18 plus 1 by 9. So this will be 18, 1 plus 2. So this will be 3 by 18, so 1 by 6. So therefore R2 will be 6. Because here 1 by R2 is this much, so R2 will be 6. So see, this is our B part. So that means the correct combination for B part is this circuit. Okay, so in the exam you have to draw this, do these calculations to show that the equivalent resistance from here to here is 6 ohms. That's all. Clear? See, this is not very difficult and it is not very easy also. In the exam, you just cannot recall from your memory and solve these questions. You have to use your intelligence, you have to use your brain, you have to think a bit to find out how to combine those three resistances to get this and this. Clear?